Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the 9th episode of the MBU podcast, the official podcast for the Marvel Brickfilm universe. I am one of your hosts, Alex from Legocloneaddict Productions, and I'm joined today by my fellow people who are the best they are. Wait, let me try that again. And I'm joined today by my fellow people who are the best. No, that's a typo. Okay. And I'm joined today by my fellow people who are the. Wait, what?
Who are the best they are at
this
what
typo,
they do.
This typo's throwing me off.
But what?
Excellent start to the podcast. No, and today I'm joined by my fellow people who are the best. Wait.
At what we do, and what we do isn't very nice.
Yes,
Okay.
there we go.
Yeah, so my fellow people who are the best they are at what they do, but what they do best isn't very nice. That's Wolverine, because X-Men trailer. Ha ha ha.
Yeah.
Anyway, Jeremy, JoeBoer1777.
Hello.
Jared, Palmerston Pictures.
Hey.
Austin, the Brick Ranger.
Hello.
And special guest today, we got Sam from LegoDarkKnightStudios. Woo!
Hey.
Hi guys.
Oh, how's it feel to be on the podcast for the first time?
Pretty cool.
Thrilling. I know. Are you excited for today? I should ask. How's everyone doing today? Doing good?
I'm good.
Doing good?
Pretty sweetie sweaty too.
Excellent.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
We got a lot to talk about on the podcast today. We're going to be going over the Inhumans contest a little bit. We're going to be going over a lot of videos that have come out, a lot of trailers that have come out, a lot of news that has come out, some comics
Many
probably.
trailers.
We'll try. And yeah, that's what we have today up ahead on the podcast. But first, Sam, we have a little interview for you, if you don't mind. Just so the people out there know, when did you join the MBU?
Like, March? Yeah. So, not a while ago, actually.
Yeah, you're one of our more recent additions.
Yeah.
I think the most recent is Tom, right? Sully Man?
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when did you start brick filming?
Like, a couple of years ago.
A couple years ago. And was that with with your
No.
current channel or a different channel?
I made a test channel, and then I moved into like a real channel I was gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Awesome. So ever since in all those years that you've been brick filming, which of your brick films has been the most fun to make?
I don't know. I guess the films that
Or series, I guess, if you want.
yeah, but the films that I make that have a lot more like action and less dialogue, those are like more fun to make because,
So
it's
like your Ninjago fights?
yeah, my Ninjago fights
those are awesome.
pretty fun
Yeah.
to make actually because they have a lot of action, no dialogue, just onto the point. And so my recent one, Cole versus Lloyd, that was pretty fun to make, and because there was a lot of things going on, but that's really, really cool because there's a lot of dialogue. It's kind of boring for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. Let's see. What's your favorite shot that you've ever animated in any of your films, ever, if you can recall at all?
It's just like, I like doing more one-shot tracking shots, like
Those are fun.
from my recent Daredevil video that I did.
Those are always
It was
fun.
just like tracking shot that I did across the whole modular set, and that was pretty cool to do.
That looks really cool.
Everyone's in a one-shot mood nowadays, especially Darren.
Oh, yeah.
For the MBU, Sam, you're going to be working on a Ghost Rider series.
Yeah.
Could you tell us a little more about what it's going to be about? When can we maybe expect to see it, possibly?
First episode, probably gonna start animating all that around the summer time, and currently, trying to write up the script and all that. But yeah, so the series right now will be about Johnny Blaze,
Mhm.
who turns into the Ghost Rider, and he will try and go after Mephisto, who cursed his family in his life, and yeah, just gonna try and stop him. There maybe be other villains on the way that he'll have to go through, but Mephisto will be the main one for series.
Awesome. Do you have the first script written yet? Yes, no, maybe so.
I'm currently writing it,
Awesome.
but it'll be done very soon, I guess.
Yeah, no, that's gonna be fun. Get the little more Mystica in the MBU, mystical, magical kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I'm still
that's
not
always
sure if
good.
Iron Fist actually falls into that or not, or if it's just Street Heroes.
It's both.
It's always confused me.
Yeah.
You should just
Yeah,
put
it's
like
fun.
both intros on
Yeah.
each episode.
I'll need to ask Jack about that. I'm not sure if I did or not.
I guess it could also depend on the episode, like if one's
Yeah.
more like Street Heroes oriented or like
Yeah, like all the ones in New York,
yeah.
which aren't any right now.
So,
But
because like right now you're doing like the Hand Clan stuff, so
yeah, the first season's all in Kunlun. So
awesome. All right, so recently, the MBU has held a contest, and
Yeah.
take it away, Jared. Colon
All right.
capital P.
Well, we held a contest a little while ago for people to create their own Inhuman character to feature in episode 4. They won't show up until episode 4, but they're going to be in the series that Jack's writing and I'm directing called Inhumans Atalan Rising. So we had a lot of really good entries. I think we got about over 80. And the winner in first place was Harriet Baxter by KL Studios. Second place was Jacko Planton by Iblox Scar. Third place was Morph by SK Customs.
Congratulations to the winners.
We received some really good ones, and congratulations.
Could you just like quickly rattle off what the powers are of the top 3 entries and like what the kind of like a quick backstory if you remember?
Harriet Baxter has the ability to change people's emotions, and like I don't think it's not necessarily making people angry, but she changes their emotions to what she feels, and because of stuff that's happened in her life, she is inherently angry and at like events that have kind of messed her up a bit. Jacko Planton in second place.
This one
He
I
has
thought
the
was
ability
really
to-
creative.
This is really cool. He's a living plant, and he has the ability to control plants, and he can charge them with electricity and fire, and more. As you can imagine from the name, is a shapeshifter.
Excellent.
So it's really kind of cool though, because she was bullied for her skin color, and then later in life she gets the power of being able to be whatever she wants, but she still chooses to be who she is, which is kind of it's really nice.
Unlike Mystique. Cough, cough. Mystique. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Congratulations to the winners.
Some nice ones there.
We'll be seeing your guys' characters in episode 4 of Inhumans, Athlon Rising. And speaking of which, we actually have a little preview for episode 1.
Ooh,
Don't
nice
we?
segue.
Yeah, segue. Woo. So can you give us like a little bit of setup on what's going to be happening for episode 1, Jared?
Okay, so we've got a mad scientist, Dr. Von Meyer, he's obsessed with the potential of Inhumans. He himself is part of the Inhuman bloodline, which means that once he comes in contact with a Terrigen crystal of some form, in this case it's a gas, he will exhibit powers and abilities that are exclusive to him. But he will develop powers, kind of like a mutant, but not from birth.
Nice.
And there's a whole bunch of people with Inhuman bloodline that will develop powers. So he plans on releasing a gas so that everyone's hidden potential so that everyone will be able to realize their hidden Inhuman potential. And he is confronted by Captain America, Captain Marvel, and Black Bolt. and they face off, and the gas is released. Black Bolt and Dr. Von Meyer disappear, and that's basically the setup. So the rest of the episode is just Medusa trying to deal with Black Bolt's disappearance and the hate that the humans are giving them because of like a bunch of people have just been transformed into like, it's not always good. Right. I think Lockjaw was a person before he got turned into a dog, and now he's just a dog. Like he's not doesn't have the brain of a person. He's just a dog.
Oh,
just a dog.
So just a dog. Just a dog.
Yeah,
It's completely dog.
Yeah.
Like, that reminds me of the new movie coming out with Kevin Spacey. He's trapped in a cat.
Yes.
It looks so bad.
It looks so much like Shaggy Dog.
That's what I thought. Shaggy Dog. Oh.
I love that movie. I mean,
Tim Allen.
when I watched it ages ago, yeah.
Tim Allen, silly little.
Yeah.
Thank you. And here's a little preview for episode 1 of Inhumans: Attilan Rising. Days of Projects Past. We may or may not have done this on a previous episode of the podcast.
I don't think we have.
Nope.
Nope. Okay, good. But we got Marvel Knights episode 1. Austin.
Yeah.
Daredevil, as usual, is going around the city just making sure everything's going alright. He then comes across a very angry Frank Castle, practically just venting on some guy. And then Daredevil just tries to intervene, and it doesn't really work out for him, as he almost dies, pretty much. And then once he realizes he can't take him down by himself, he seeks help by Iron Fist and Luke Cage. And yeah.
Alrighty. So that's Lego Marvel Knights episode 1. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Yep.
Did I get it right this time? I remember last time we did this, there was a whole thing about that, where he said the name wrong.
Yeah, it's Merry Christmas.
So, in the past...
Give me 2 packs of Marlboro. Thanks.
You got it. Sir?
You really shouldn't have seen that.
I don't think that was Jingle Bells.
Three-ish weeks since the last episode of the podcast, because we deliberately timed it that way so that we could have a post-Civil War podcast. Totally. We've had 4 new videos come out in the MBU. First one was Spectacular Spider-Man Season 2, Episode 5, Alias, by the Lego Bricks. This episode of Spider-Man was all about, it was kind of a tie-in to Jessica Jones episode 1, which I'm sure Darren will do eventually. And, Jessica Jones has discovered some files on Oscorp, and Oscorp has hired some goons to get it back, some superpowered goons. And, so Jessica Jones is like, hey, Spidey, help me out, bro. And that's the episode. Yay!
Yeah, real good animation as well. Real smooth.
Really good animation.
Editing is my favorite part, man.
Mario's getting better and better. Day. Everyone is.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
The dialogue between Jessica Jones and Peter is just amazing.
I feel so
Yeah.
hurt. So many little Easter eggs. It's great. And then...
Yeah, didn't she mention Yellow Jacket at one point?
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow, you were gonna hit a girl? Didn't your mother teach you any manners?
Also, twice in one night?
Second thing that came out is Lego Captain America Civil War by DT98 Films. This is a fun one because this originally was just going to be a video that Darren was making while he was on his one-shot tirade, making like full 2-minute videos that are just a single shot. And he decided to make a Civil War one, and then he's like, "Hey, can this be in the Civil War verse?" And I said, "Sure, but make sure to kill Captain America." And then after he finished it, I'm like, "Make sure he doesn't kill Captain America." And so that's not the death of Captain America, just so that people know. In the Civil War verse, we have a bigger kind of ending planned, more or less, if the Civil War verse gets like a kickstart.
At some point.
Everyone's got their own projects, so it's just finding time, I guess.
Yeah.
So we'll get there eventually. But yeah, no, this was an incredible video. I helped Darren co-direct it, and yeah, one shot, like a full 1.5 minutes of video. Incredible
He's real
choreography.
good at that.
Yeah, and the wall shot. Oh, that was an excellent thing. Yeah, Lego Captain America Civil War by DT98 Films. And then next up, we have another video by Mario, Invincible Iron Man Episode 1, Big Trouble in Little Volstock by the Lego Bricks. I actually also wrote this one.
Yeah.
This one also has kind of a funny story because I wrote it because I really liked Iron Man. Jack's like, "Hey, Alex, I heard you like Iron Man." I'm like, "Yeah, I do. You want to write this series?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I do." And so I decided... He gave me like a little outline for what needs to happen, and I'm like, okay, I'll write it. And then I wrote the first episode, and Josh, who couldn't join us today, sadly, was actually going to do it originally, but then he's like, "Hey, can I do Hawkeye? And then I'll drop Iron Man?" And then you're like, "Sure." And then I was like, "Oh, okay, I guess I won't write any more Iron Man episodes until we get a new person." And then like a month later, Mario's like, "Hey, can I do Iron Man? That'd actually be really cool." And I said, "Sure." And then I wrote the next 5 episodes within the course of 5 days.
Whoa.
So.
Well, you're a bit faster than me then.
I mean, they're short. They're short episodes.
Yeah.
Like.
I've been stuck on a script for like over a week.
Trust me, you should have seen the writing process for.
I've been stuck on a Batman episode for like a month, so don't feel bad, Jared.
You should see the writing process for Howling Commandos episode 2. Yeah, but it turned out really great. We got kicking off right after Avengers Tower Invasion. Tony's out looking for Ant-Man because he's the only person that can, or he's the one that has files on basically how to stop Ultron. But things take a turn.
No! I guess my luck has run out. Finish what I have.
Stop! Jarvis, scan the area for residual PIM particles. And?
Well, you're the genius. What do you think?
Finally, we have Lego Avengers Eternal Winter Prelude by A Few Good Films. Speaking of whom.
Mr. Dank.
The Dank. And this is the replacement video for a few videos that were in the MBU, but then weren't because a member left. And so we basically remade them. Or he remade them. And it's great. It explains the after credit scene for Howling Commandos Episode 1 because nobody really knew what happened, technically, because I built that after credit scene around the video, but then the video was taken away, and that's great. So basically, if we've learned something from this new spotlight this week, is that they all revolve around me, essentially. Haha. Jokes. No, yeah, the Eternal Winter Prelude. It's got some good setup, stuff you need to know for Eternal Winter, which Josh will be doing more of this summer, I believe. Game's over, Schmidt.
I found something.
Now, to the part where I don't talk as much, project updates, where everyone talks about their projects, both MBU and non-MBU related. So, who wants to go?
Austin.
Austin, would you like to go first? Unless you don't want to. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to.
Batman, Austin.
You know, I might as well, because none of my videos are going to come out anyway.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
I'm working on Marvel Knights Episode 2. I got like a minute or so done of that, and I've been working on it for like a month now, so that's cool. Let me think what else. I can't even remember what I'm doing.
Don't you have that Civil War video that you were doing?
Yeah, the Civil War.
Oh yeah, I'm working on some Civil War video. And I barely have any of that done either. Ant-Man, that's almost done, I guess. And then Batman, I'm restarting that because that sucks. And then, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Alright. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger by a Jeremy.
Alright, let's go. I am almost done with Boba Fett. I'm hoping it'll be like 10 minutes. It is like 8 minutes and 45 seconds right now.
I thought this was like a 4-minute video.
Oh no. No. Yeah, the script is like 12 pages.
Wow.
But I have like 2.5 minutes of Iron Fist episode 3, which is probably what I'll work on next. I have like 3.5 minutes done on Batman episode 5. I think that's it. That's all I'm working on right now. Is there anything else? I don't think so. Yeah, that should be it. Yeah.
Alright. Why doesn't Sam go? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So I actually just released a video today, but yeah, that's one thing.
Yay.
Yeah. Also, I'm gonna start working on like a Batman v Superman video, and that should be cool. And
like a parody kind of thing, or
no, well, I'm planning to make 2 Batman v Superman videos. One of them is going to be a recreation, which will come out, which will start I'm going to start that very soon, but I can't tell because I might spoil it. Second, the one I'm currently working on next, it's sort of like a parody, and it's just going to be Batman in post-apocalypse and going to go get kryptonite, and it should be fun and awesome. So yeah, that's that. And there's Ghostwriter, which is currently scripting, but yeah, that's pretty much about it.
Alrighty. So, Jared.
Alright. I am working on Inhumans. There's about 3 episodes written of that. I'm 2 pages into the first episode, which is about 4.5 pages.
Oh.
I need to contact my voice actors though. And I think that's all I'm working on Brickfilm wise. But I've got some ideas that I might start working on soon. But I've got a live action short film that I'm writing the script for, and I'm going to be working on this year. And that's about all for me.
Swiggity swooty. As for me,
Alex, it's your turn.
yeah, process of elimination. Yeah, Howling Commando, okay, so I've been kind of on a tirade of releasing short videos. I'm done with that for a while. I guess I'm going to be working on Howling Commandos for the next month. Try to get that out at the end of May. That's probably a lie. Anywho, no, Howling Commandos is going fine. I got a few, like, 3 scenes out of 7, but none of them are really actiony, so, working on all that, and I'm actually going to probably start filming more after this podcast is edited and uploaded, so that's cool. What else? I wrote a War Machine and Ultron Unlimited script over the past, like, week for War Machine, because I thought
it's really nice.
Yeah, thank you. After I was inspired after the trailer, or like the TV spots where they showed like War Machine, and then he was a total badass. Yeah, so I wrote one of that for that. Maybe I might make it eventually. I'll see if anyone else wants to make it first, because I have a lot of stuff planned anyway. So yeah, that's
Sharon Carter.
Agent Carter, yeah, that's gonna be after Howling Commandos episode 2. So, summertime projects.
Woo.
Hey. Oh, I guess Ultron Unlimited season finale. I guess we're gonna, once that gets more organized, I'll probably be doing like a scene or 2 more from that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, most of us are going to do a bit of it, I think.
A lot of people are gonna be like.
Yeah, a lot of people, yeah.
Upload that one to the MBU channel. Yeah, so that's it for project updates. How far are we into the podcast? We are 27 minutes. Okay. So, next up, we have media discussion. A lot of stuff's happened. Lots of stuff happened.
Many trailers.
Yeah.
Get Kirby.
First up, Star Wars Rogue One, a Star Wars story. The first trailer for that came out kind of unexpectedly, kind of paired with the release of the Blu-ray for Force Awakens. Rogue One trailer. What does everyone think?
AT-ATs not in Hoth. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Though we already did see that in Rebels, but that's an animated show.
Yeah, that was different.
And it's got what looks like a Grand Admiral.
Oh yeah, that looks really cool.
Which I'm excited about because I love.
I wish they'd done
universe.
Thrawn, but no, whatever.
Who is Thrawn? I
He's
hear everyone.
He's a really awesome he's like blue skinned.
Yeah, like
he's
red
really
eyes.
Cool. Yeah.
Does he like do anything in the extended universe?
He's like a super like creepy, intimidating, like methodical villain.
Like
a lot of
master
people
tactician.
really like him. Yeah.
I'm actually really excited for Rogue One. Before I was like, we'll see what happens. Now I'm like, okay, all right, we'll do Rogue One.
I like how they didn't show the entire movie in 2 minutes.
I know, right?
So that's a thumbs up.
That's crazy. That's a win right there.
Yeah.
It's like the other Star Wars trailers. They didn't show like anything.
Yeah, Lucasfilm. They're Disney Lucasfilm. You guys are doing it right.
Unlike Warner Brothers. But we should rent.
Yeah, speaking of Batman v Super, no, we'll do that later.
Yeah,
or speaking of DC Extended Universe. Oh
God.
Alright.
I've ranted on Batman v Superman so much, I just can't do it anymore.
We're not talking about BVS. We're talking about
okay, good.
other trailers.
What was I gonna say? I'm glad they didn't show Darth Vader, and I'm excited for him.
Yeah, I'm glad they didn't show.
They're probably gonna do that in a later trailer.
Yeah, like they did with Spider-Man and Wolverine, which we'll get to.
Hey,
but
man, today
they didn't really show Wolverine though.
Well, they showed his hand with the
they
claws.
show him now.
They show.
That's kind of weird that they would release that in the trailer, considering they went to such an effort to go, he's not in the movie. Like, he wasn't in the IMDb cast list.
He was confirmed. Who was?
He wasn't confirmed.
Wait, it was like
it was heavily speculated after he got like a set gift kind of thing. It was like a rumor. They did like reshoots. So.
But I feel like what he's gonna do is he's gonna show up for one scene, then he's just gonna like disappear.
Yeah,
I feel like he's gonna show up at the end to help take down
like Quicksilver.
Apocalypse.
Yeah, so we're still talking about Rogue One.
Yeah.
We'll get to the X-Men trailer.
I'm really excited for Rogue One because there are rumors that there's going to be Boba Fett in it because there were like some toy photos and one of the toys looked a lot like the Slave One. And I would like get so excited if Boba Fett showed up. He is like my favorite character ever.
But I think like we're kind of late on this because like the trailer dropped like right after the last episode, so it's kind of
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, I'm kind of hard. It's kind of difficult like looking back on it, trying to remember like all the good stuff about it. But I guess we see who our cast is, at least for the most part. We got Jin, who now has you know you're making it big when you have a snarky Twitter fan page. Rebellious Jin, which I follow on Twitter. You should too because it's hilarious. Forrest Whitaker. You think you're in a battle? I can't remember what the line was.
Will you continue to fight?
Do you continue to fight?
What will we do if you fight you?
And we got Asian guy with a baton stick.
That looks
Donatello.
Awesome. There's a really cool theory that he's Kanan in Rebels, but I doubt that's true.
Nah, dude. Kanan's blind now.
I know, that's why they're...
spoiler alert. Whoops.
That's why they're saying it's him, because the character's blind.
Oh, really?
Yeah. In the first promo image you see his eyes.
That'd actually be really cool if they connect something from... Because Star Wars really hasn't done that. I guess like the closest thing they've done from connecting a kind of like the extended universe stuff like was from the novels to the to the prequels, because like Coruscant was created in one of the books.
Hand of Thrawn.
Yeah.
Books.
Speaking of Thrawn,
yeah.
Thorn. I don't know what his name is.
Thrawn.
But yeah, they haven't really done. They did a lot of that with the prequels, but just with like books and stuff. But I'm glad to see. But if they do connect it to the show and like confirm that. Because, you know, people are like, oh, I don't watch Rebels. It's a show. I don't really consider it canon.
I feel like if
even though it is canon.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like if they did connect it, it would be people from the live action show would show up in Rebels. Because I feel like it'd be really weird if Zeb showed up in a movie.
Yeah, they're not.
Or Hera showed up in a movie.
Yeah.
I feel like that'd just be super weird.
It would be weird.
I could see Sabine showing up.
Yeah, because she's like
the Mandalorian.
It takes place.
That'd be so cool if she showed up with Boba Fett. Oh my god.
Rogue One takes place like exactly the same time as is Rebels.
Yeah, well, a few years later.
Rebels.
It's getting there. It's closing in.
So like, what is the date? Like, how far before Episode 1 is?
A few years before Episode 4.
Okay, and what about Rebels? I'm
sorry. I meant Rebels. Rebels.
Wait, how far?
Rogue One is like right before because they're stealing the Death Star plans, which just kicks off the first movie.
So I know that Rebels is like 5 years before, but I also had it in my mind that Rogue One was also 5 years before, but that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because like the rebellion here is like crappy, and the rebellion here is organized. By the way, let's comment on how amazing there's something so like familiar about this trailer. Like just like for aesthetically, like you see like the Rebels costumes,
Rebel helmets,
the Rebel helmets,
and the old Stormtrooper costumes, like Mon Mothma, the old computer with the computer things were in Force Awakens. Someone.
By the way, Mon Mothma actress they got.
Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, I know. She's incredible. She looks just like her.
I know.
It's kind of crazy. What else about it? The thing that I like about these stories is or these anthology films is that they're gonna be pretty open and shut. You know, just they're gonna tell their story and that's it. Because with the trilogies, you have like this big long linear story that's gonna play out over the course of 3 movies. But here you just have 1 movie. That's it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what A New Hope was.
Yeah. New Hope was pretty condensed, but it still left some stuff off. Like Vader is still out there, and yeah. But for the most part, A New Hope was pretty condensed. Everything else after that in terms of like the trilogy wise is pretty kind of linear. Like here's the next thing and the next thing and the next thing and the next thing that's gonna happen, except for like the finales of the trilogies, I guess. But you know, even then, like whatever.
You have to see what came before.
But a good thing about that is these movies can be different. Like this movie doesn't feel like a Star Wars movie, you know? It's funny how like Star Wars movies is like its own genre. It's like this is what a Star Wars movie is. No, but this feels like a lot of people have said this looks like Saving Private Ryan. Especially, it's kind of like dark and gritty, or at least that like one shot at the end with like the AT-AT. It's kind of like Saving Private Ryan, like D-Day-esque. It's like they're all running down. That's cool.
Yeah.
What else do we have in this trailer? I guess we got like those new Stormtrooper guys kind of helmets things, which are cool, I guess. In the background of one of the shots, I'm not sure, it was really blurry, but I may have seen a clone trooper. Phase 3 clone trooper. Which I think would be really cool if they still had like 3 of them out there in like the whole army. I'm like, oh, you guys didn't update your costumes. That's cool.
It's like the people are still on Windows XP.
Yeah.
There's 7.
Yeah. So that's cool. Jin. We'll see. People got really a lot. Quite a few people got like really mad. He's like, oh, another female protagonist. Like,
oh my god.
It's getting sexist against men now.
That was so annoying.
Yeah.
It's like, if you do what people want, they don't like it anymore.
You can't.
Yeah.
It's really aggravating.
That's the thing. Like, whatever they did, people are gonna have people are always gonna have a problem with it.
Oh yeah.
They had a male protagonist. It's like, oh, this universe is so male centric.
They have a female protagonist. Oh.
Yeah.
Diversity for the sake of diversity.
Yeah.
By the way,
no, I reckon
Star
they
Wars,
just cast her because
Go ahead.
they wanted to tell that story.
Yeah. Yeah, just...
So, yeah.
Oh, actually, one of the questions we have later, we'll talk about that later. We have a question about Jin. Oh, no, Rey. All right, so who do you think Jin is? Like, is she related to anyone, or do you think
I hope she's just her own character. I'm tired of people being related to each other.
Yeah, I agree.
This shouldn't be a part of the main Skywalker story.
I understand that it has to be an ongoing Skywalker thing because that's what George Lucas set up as like destiny, and it's all wrapped around like the fate of that family. But these movies should be different. Yeah.
That's why I'm so excited. A lot of people are actually more excited for Rogue One just because it's like different Star Wars.
Different, yeah.
I'm still more excited for Episode 8.
It's back to like Episode 4, sort of.
Yeah.
It's just like that kind of. It's the nostalgia for everyone.
The nostalgia. What an excellent way to sum up Rogue One. Another trailer that we had, like right after Rogue One, was let me get the doc open. Doctor Strange.
Suicide Squad.
Oh yeah. I forgot about
is it Suicide Squad? Okay, Suicide Squad trailer 3.
We'll quickly go through Suicide Squad.
This is what I was talking about earlier. Whoever they got to do the second trailer did the third trailer. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
This is
real good.
Before I was like, okay, Suicide Squad, that's gonna be cool. I'm excited. Another superhero movie. But now I'm like, hype train has set. Station. I don't know. But Suicide Squad, it's gonna be. Oh, that trailer. Ballroom Blitz.
I'm still a bit skeptical because there's a lot of things that are really good just because trailer editing.
Right.
David Ayer is a great director, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What has he done? Except
he did this like End of Watch, a movie called End of Watch. It's like a cop. I've heard it's really good. And then Fury, the World War II tank movie, came out a year or two ago.
Still haven't seen that. I've been meaning to for ages.
Yeah.
Hopefully this movie doesn't feel crammed though.
I don't.
We'll see.
The characters it might feel crammed with characters, but I think it won't be like story crammed like Batman v Superman was.
Oh yeah, no. This is they crammed up all they have. If anything, I don't think Suicide Squad's really gonna be setting. If Suicide Squad sets up anything, it's gonna be the Batman trilogy, right?
Yeah.
It's just gonna be Batman lore. It's not, because Suicide Squad in the grand scheme of things isn't really like universe, deciding fate, dark side,
Yeah.
Suicide Squad is it's gonna be its own thing. It's definitely gonna be better. I think it's gonna be better than Batman v Superman just from seeing the trailers.
Yeah.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I'm interested to see all the team dynamic and stuff.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert. Slipknot. He's dead.
Yeah, he's
definitely.
I think they just showed his death in the trailer. When he zips off, he's gonna get his head blown off.
What does Slipknot do again? Like, what's his...
He has ropes, and he does rope stuff.
Really? I didn't even know he was a character. I didn't even know he was a character. Yeah, so they're definitely killing him.
Yeah.
No one knows who he is. Just like a rope guy.
Slipknot. Jesus.
I'm really buying into the theory from Mr. Sunday Movies that Enchantress is the villain.
Yeah, I think so. I think it'll be the Joker.
They haven't.
It's not going to be
Joker's. I think he's just going to be a middle of the road kind of character. But Enchantress, he's never been in like any of the shots with the Suicide Squad.
Yeah, and she's not in the team
lineup in the Washington D.C. office. She's like never shown in any of the shots with the team or any of the fights. Like all the like monsters they fight kind of look like something she would make.
Yeah.
And I don't know. She just. It's all things are pointing to her being the villain. I feel like that'd be really cool.
Yeah, so I'm excited for the team dynamic. I'm excited for I'm excited to see what Jared Leto will do with the Joker.
Oh yeah,
and see more Batfleck.
Chit-chat's gonna get you hurt. Sweet talking me. I'm all in.
I'm gonna show you my new toys.
Also, that one shot where it's like that part from Endgame where he got like half his face blown.
Oh yes, that looks so good. Bye bye.
Suicide Squad.
I'm pretty sure that's just like mock though from the monsters because it doesn't look like actual burns.
I'm glad they didn't blow. A lot of concerns were around like they blew all their comedy on the first trailer. That does not seem to be the case.
And they're doing like more reshoots, which will probably add more light tones.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what the reshoots are about. They're probably not going to be as like. Oh, sorry.
As long as they're not Fantastic Four reshoots, it's fine.
Yeah. So Suicide Squad. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah. It's kind of strange that they're doing reshoots. And speaking of strange.
Oh, Jared, the natural. Speaking of strange, like 2 days after Suicide Squad, Marvel just had to steal the thunder with Doctor Strange.
The inception of the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited to see that though.
Yeah, I am too.
That bit of it,
this and Suicide Squad are probably my most hyped movies of the year.
X-Men Apocalypse is for me.
Oh yeah, that looks great.
We'll get to that.
Did you see the promo where it's like the geography?
Yeah.
I mean, like historical channel. Yeah. Oh yeah,
that was weird. It feels like something you'd watch it's like made in 1983.
I know, that's why I loved it.
That actually
it takes place in 1980s.
Did you see the Independence Day PSA video?
Oh, they didn't. I saw that was a recommended video.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch the second trailer. They spoiled some stuff in a TV spot. I'm like, nope, not watching anymore.
I don't really care that much about it, so I'm just like, oh, okay, this is funny. I'll just watch this.
But Doctor Strange.
It's just Jeff Goldblum.
Let's get to Doctor Strange. Oh, we went off track.
Will Smith. Anyway, yeah. So Doctor Strange, they showed like none of Doctor Strange. I think this is gonna be. This seems like a very origin heavy movie. Because
they said that it wouldn't be as well.
Yeah, didn't Marvel say they were done with the origin stories?
Yeah.
I hope they do something like they did with Deadpool.
For something as complex as Doctor Strange, I think you really do need an origin story.
Yeah.
They don't need an origin. I think they're done with origin stories for Spider-Man. Yeah. So
They said they weren't doing an origin story for like Black Panther or any of them.
yeah, Black Panther.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Black Panther. We don't. Black Panther. We're gonna get like a little, like 3 lines of dialogue. I'm sure in Civil War.
Yeah.
People are really excited for that after the reviews, which we'll talk about later. Anyway, we're talking about everything later, aren't we? But Doctor Strange, yeah, it seems very like we don't really know who the villain is. I mean, we know who the villain is, but
Chiwetel Ejiofor is.
It looked like there were a lot of villains.
Yeah, it's just like it seems like a lot of this movie is Benedict, Cumberbatch, going around Asia, doing stuff.
Yeah.
Why not?
A lot of people were angry about Benedict Cumberbatch being casted as well because he wasn't.
Why?
Because he wasn't Asian.
But he's like the perfect choice.
I know.
Doctor Strange isn't Asian.
He's not. What?
Some people.
That's just like people getting mad that Iron Fist isn't Asian.
Oh,
Come on. Like,
they're just like,
that's diversity for the sake of diversity.
Well, I thought you wasn't Stephen born in like Asia somewhere? Was that?
That doesn't mean he. That doesn't.
Doesn't mean he's Asian, right?
That doesn't mean his physical appearance is Asian.
Fair enough.
He's American, I'm pretty sure.
I'm glad to be an American. That's from a fun rap. Anyway, so
I'm just guessing because all superheroes are American. Well, not all. Most superheroes are American.
Except for Captain Canuck.
What about every X-Men?
Oh yeah,
they're all Canadian.
That's a good
Yeah,
point.
actually. Oh, there's a lot of Canadian.
Yeah,
superheroes,
Canada's
actually.
North America. It's difficult to find a superhero outside of North America.
Black Panther.
Difficult.
Ooh, South
I said
America.
not. I didn't say impossible.
It's an Australian superhero. Anyway, we're off track.
Captain Kangaroo, Captain Boomerang, if you can call him a superhero.
Super villain.
Yeah.
By the way, I think Jai
works.
Courtney's totally gonna steal the show in Suicide
Oh
Squad.
yeah.
Yeah.
You got a boyfriend?
So, next. Oh, I stabbed myself with a scissor. Anyway, that's a shame. So we got our first look. There was like a little featurette on the Killing Joke animated movie.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Looks so good, and it's officially rated R.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep, that's
nice.
also as well. Officially rated R. We kind of saw that coming, even though the featurette, Paul Dini? No, not Paul Dini. Bruce Timm was like, you know what? With ratings nowadays, we don't know. We might even get a PG-13. Nah.
Nah.
It's R, but that's good, I guess. Staying pretty faithful then. There's probably gonna be some nudity, because that's probably what gave it an R rating. Because there was quite a bit of nudity in the comic.
It was mostly like not sensitive stuff.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like with like sensitive stuff, where if like people
They didn't really show anything though.
Yeah, I mean, they showed like in the comic, they showed like Barbara Gordon's.
They showed like skin.
Yeah, but they didn't actually like what's it called?
Yeah, it was like little like shapes. It wasn't even like detail, you know. Like you saw.
It's all in the background.
It's all in the background. I think the R rating's about. I think they make the nudity more pronounced because in this. That's my theory.
And it's disturbing comic in general.
Yeah, but
it definitely is. Oh my
nowadays
God.
you can get away with a lot in PG-13 in terms of like content.
Yeah, but if there is one nipple, R.
Yeah. Is there any swearing in Killing Joke?
Don't know.
Not
I
really.
don't think so, right?
I find it really funny that you can get away with so much violent-wise in PG-13, but if there's 2 F words, or 3 now, it's R.
Wait, you can have 3 now?
No, 2. I said like if you do 2 F words, it used to be 2 F words is R, but now it's 3 is R. You can have 2 in PG-13.
What a progressive society we live in.
Yep.
So good.
But yeah, it looks like in the featurette we saw there's going to be a lot more. They're going to be doing a little Batgirl side quest because I guess to add on like you know, context so that you care about Batgirl's character. Because in the comic, you're like, all right, I got decades of history behind me with Batgirl. I know about Batgirl. But for, like, the movie itself, which is pretty closed experience, we have, like, a separate Batgirl adventure.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really great. And I think that's how they're making it feature length as well, because otherwise it wouldn't really be that long.
It wouldn't be that long.
So, it's a good thing.
Is that just direct to DVD like all the other animated ones, or is that?
I think so.
It is.
Cinematic? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they could get an R-rated animated movie in a theater.
Not true. Sausage Party.
Sausage Party.
The new Seth Rogen
Yeah.
movie is rated R. It's coming out in theaters.
I'll wait for it. So
Well, I meant
That
DC.
so good.
'cause-
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, none of their animated movies come out in theaters.
Yeah, I wish they did.
because
They're
there's
good.
there's not that much of a demand for them.
I would love it if
Yeah,
they
but
made
they're
like
so
a.
much better than their live-action movies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would really love it if they made like a new Batman animated series with the Batman like movies and or characters they set up in the animated movies, or a new Justice League show.
The thing is, though, they're all like PG-13, so like you'd have to.
TV PG, yeah. Fine.
Yeah.
Clone Wars was TV PG. And
That's
the
actually a good
Batman.
point. I saw the other day the clip of like Darth Maul totally like killed, like stabbed Obi-Wan's lover in Clone Wars. I forgot about that.
And
Everything from like season 5, I just can't.
Legend of Korra is TVY7, and person has the air like pulled out of their lungs and is like slowly suffocated and killed on screen.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. They can get away with it. That'd actually be really good. I'd be really interested in seeing that, because have they as like Cartoon Network announced another Batman show yet? Because they have one like every other year.
I know, right?
That nobody watches because they're bad. They're not bad.
They're pretty bad.
They're not appealing at all. Like that Beware the Batman thing.
That was.
Oh, I didn't like that.
Oh Jesus, the CG was just so off-putting. Though Batman the Brave and the Bold, come on, I
haven't seen that. I actually haven't seen that.
It was so over the top and campy that it worked.
Yeah.
An audible groan from Austin.
All right. What are we up to?
That
Oh,
was
we're still
Killing Joke.
Killing Joke, yeah.
So now we're up to X-Men Apocalypse. We can finally talk about that now.
Yeah!
Today, dating our content. Today, like 8 hours ago.
This morning.
Yeah, this morning.
Today is a day for truth.
We had the X-Men Apocalypse.
I was going to reference them all, but I couldn't remember.
We have the final
We need
trailer
to
for
know
X-Men Apocalypse, like 4
yes.
months before the movie comes out.
It's coming out next month.
Wait, what?
No, it's coming out May 27th.
That's next month.
That's 1 month from now. Okay, I was not aware of that. Wait, is that exactly 1 month from now? That's a month and 2 days.
A month and 2 days.
Yeah, X-Men Apocalypse.
Yeah!
Austin's hyped.
Yeah, I am.
I am too.
Because Days of Future Past is amazing. And I can't wait for this new one.
Oh, I love the part where like Quicksilver's just like, yeah, Magneto, he's my dad. She's like, what? How? He's like, oh, they did. Yeah, I know. That was really funny.
Silly little. Then we have Underoos. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. Wolverine.
Yeah.
Did you notice that his claws look thinner?
They do look
kind of weird.
They do look a little more slicey, don't
Yeah.
they?
A little more slicey.
I think that like facility they're in is the Weapon X program.
Yeah, that's what they confirmed that Wolverine was going to be in it like a few weeks ago.
Huh.
Just as like
Okay.
a Weapon X little Weapon X scene. So, but how's that going to work out? Because
Yeah, because I thought I
Why
saw
are they
Strike.
there?
well, yeah, why are they there? Why is Wolverine? Doesn't Wolverine already like know everything? Or did getting like shish kebabbed with rebarb
I
wipe his
think
memory?
once the new timeline snapped in, he forgot everything, I guess. Oh, wait, no, that one makes sense because in the future he...
I know, but his conscience that remembered everything, I think, was just transferred into the future, and he just kind of like was left where he left off. I guess.
I guess so.
Did they ever like retrieve him? I can't remember.
The
they
Mystique
did.
does. Remember she
Yeah,
impersonates
okay.
Stryker.
Okay. So then
But then I guess he like actually got his hands on him eventually.
I'm glad they didn't give him bone claws.
I hate those things.
I was so worried that they were gonna have like since they hinted that he wouldn't go to Weapon X since Mystique was Stryker.
And then he could actually mess up Magneto then.
Yeah.
It would have been cool if instead of him just being in the Weapon X program, Apocalypse recruited him as one of the Horsemen and then gave back his adamantium claws. Because, you know, he upgrades all of his Horsemen.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah, that would have been really cool.
It looks like they're giving Mystique a...
Austin, can you, like, pitch an X-Men movie?
Pitch an X-Men movie?
Yeah, like, go to 20th Century Fox and be like, I have an idea.
Probably. I wonder if they're gonna, like, explore the whole Mystique being Nightcrawler's mom. Because, like... He's like, oh, it's you, when she came to the ring.
Oh, yeah. I think they are, because I saw that on, like, an Instagram post somewhere where it's like, Magneto was 9 when he had his kid, because it was, like, Michael Foss, you know, because he was, like, born in the 30s, but then... Yeah. Oh, wait, no, it was something... Oh, no, it was the age of the actual actors.
Oh, yeah. Because he's only like 10 years older than Peters.
Yeah. So
yeah. And Jennifer Lawrence is like, I don't know how old she is, but she's in her 20s.
Like in her mid-late 20s.
Yeah. And I don't know.
But
she does not look old enough to have a child who looks as old as Nightcrawler does.
Well, if you think about it though, there's a 10-year gap in between each of the new trilogy of X-Men movies. So in First Class, it was the 60s. Now it's the 80s. So that's 20 years. How old was she in First Class?
She's like 20-something. So she's
probably
probably like 40s.
Yeah. So it wouldn't even matter what she looked like because she can just like change her appearance.
Yeah.
So loopholes. I could help you with that X-Men script.
And then what's it called? Charles and Eric should look so much older if they were both born in the
youth. They're like 45 years old, 50 years old each.
Yeah, and they both look like they're 30.
Yeah.
How old is Michael? I feel like Michael Fassbender is like 40-something.
He's in his 40s.
Yeah.
Michael Fassbender is such a good actor.
He's so good.
He was great in Inglourious Bastards.
I still haven't watched that.
Oh my god, who are you?
I'm not allowed to watch Quentin Tarantino movies. It pisses me off so bad.
Dude, they're all amazing.
They're too violent.
But they're all great.
I know.
Michael Fassbender is 39 years old.
Wow.
I feel like if they did, you know how they were thinking about a Obi-Wan Star Wars
with
like,
Ewan McGregor. Oh, we need Ewan McGregor to do that.
Yeah, they need to. And if Darth Maul was the villain, you know who would be a perfect Darth Maul?
Fassbender.
The actual Darth Maul?
He would be
the
amazing.
Guy who actually played Darth Maul? He's still acting?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
That guy actually played Toad in X-Men.
Toad? Sorry,
Yeah.
I watched Outsourced the other day, and anyone know that movie, Outsourced?
Nope.
It's about a guy that goes to India because his company got outsourced. His name's Todd, but everyone calls him Toad. Sorry, that was a little aside there.
I'd love it if the guy who actually voices Maul in Rebels would play Maul if they ever did that, because he actually would kind of work as a live action version.
Well, anyone is.
I'm still holding on to Fassbender though.
Yeah.
That'd be great. So it looks like for X-Men Apocalypse, it looks like Mystique's taken more of a front role. I mean, in the new trilogy, she's always kind of been like on the front lines, but this one in particular, it feels like she's like leading it feels like Charles is taking a step back a bit, and
they say he gets captured.
Oh, he does?
In the trailer, it said they took him. Oh. So I assume Mystique steps up. And...
See, I've only seen it once, like right before the podcast. So,
Bryan Singer and the writers, they said that each movie in the trilogy, like, focuses on each one of the characters. So First Class focused on Magneto, and Days of Future Past focused on Charles, and then this one will focus on Mystique.
Oh, okay. That's actually really cool. That makes
Yeah.
a lot of sense.
Quicksilver-centric movie, please.
Yeah, oh god,
Looks
I
like
would love
Quicksilver is
that.
gonna have a bigger role in this one as well.
Dude, I heard the Quicksilver scene like took so long to shoot, and from what we've seen in the trailer, it looks so cool. Like with
They said it took 3 months.
Yeah, like the floorboards like shooting up with him like hopping all over him with like the lava or something coming up from him. Like,
okay, hype train. I'm on it.
Yeah.
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 Almost more excited for this than Civil War.
Dude, I'm way more excited for this than Civil War. Because
I'm
I
more
kind of already
excited
know
for
all the spoilers for that. And
Did someone spoil it?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
And
I haven't watched any of the TV spots.
No one's gonna.
Except for the last donut one.
And no one's gonna spoil X-Men Apocalypse because nobody cares. Haha, joking.
yeah, that's sad because like it's
joking.
so underhyped.
It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
I feel like if it's like a Marvel movie that's not 20th century, that's not the MCU or Deadpool, everyone's just like, eh.
Yeah. Because Days of Future Past was really underhyped too. Like, I don't ever remember caring about it
like,
when it was coming out.
He's like, oh, Fox. Oh, Fantastic Four. Oh.
You know what's really dumb?
No, it's the same company that made those really bad Fantastic Four movies.
All of them? You mean all of them?
Yeah. Every single one, including the
90s
like really low budget one that they made. The first one that they made.
I actually still enjoy the 2005, 2007 ones.
I mean, they can be enjoyed.
They're fun.
It's because they're fun.
I know. I grew up with them too. Like
they
I
embraced
watched them a ton.
They embraced the camp.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this new one was nothing like that.
I still haven't even seen it.
Neither have I. I saw the first like 5 minutes of Mario and we both just turned it off because it was so dumb.
I've heard like the first half of it was okay, and then the second half just gets awful with like the reshoots and just like constant the characters like looks keep changing, the story they're like
like in between every scene, Kate Mara has like a different shade of hair.
Yeah.
I didn't even actually notice that because I spent the whole movie just going, "What is happening?"
Yeah, just like kind of rolling your eyes.
I went in. That was probably the first movie I've gone into and I regretted seeing. I mean, no, I actually don't regret seeing it because I kind of like it's kind of our business to be informed on these kind of things.
I thought you kind of liked it, Alex.
I did like yeah.
So I remember I asked you about it. You said it was okay.
Oh. God, they were setting it. They were setting it up for a sequel so hard. Like in the end, there he's like, "Oh, we just got a new facility. That's cool.
Oh my god.
What's our name gonna be? The Fantastic Four. Whoa."
That's never gonna happen.
Where Johnny Storm's like, and the thing that nobody wanted. They had nothing to do with each other for the whole
lazy. That was lazier than the Justice League setup.
That's just mean.
Sorry,
because
the email.
That was actually just mean because he had no reason to say that they hadn't had any interaction.
That's a good point.
Yeah, that was mean.
Ben Grimm's just like this guy that was like going along with Reed Richards. No, he was just going along with Reed. He's like, "Hey man, I'm like your mechanic friend," kind of thing. And then he's like, "Haha, nope." And you are a rock monster now. Anyway. We're gonna skip I'm sorry, Jeremy. We're gonna skip comic.
Whatever, it's fine.
Cause we're going on an hour and we still got quite a bit left. We'll cut the Q&A short. News discussion.
Right. News discussion.
All right, Spider-Man movie. It has a name, Homecoming, which is a story from the 80s, right after Secret Wars, and it's about the first time that Spider-Man gets the symbiote, or the first time he has it in New York. So maybe it has something to do with that. Also confirmed is a team up with Iron Man. Yay! Everyone loves Iron Man, right? Everyone in this calls Team Iron Man, right? Right, Jared?
Yeah.
Oh wait, no. Who was I talking to?
Team Iron Man.
Oh no, Tom was Team Cap. That's what I was thinking of.
I'm Team Cap.
Oh.
Oh, dude. Actually, I just don't really care. I just want to watch the movie.
To see an example of Team Cap,
So,
go to my
I
video
did
and see
vote
some
Team
more
Cap
comments.
on
really
Twitter.
excited for
Just
this.
because I did both, and so Chris Evans kind of responded. So I guess I'm Team Cap.
Wait, what?
Yeah, you didn't see? I got a Twitter video from Chris Evans saying, "Jeremy, welcome to Team Cap."
Oh, so you did that like right when they were filming it. Damn.
I guess. And then my mom got one from Sebastian Stan.
Wow. You guys got it early. I just got like a pre-recorded thing from
Akash was so mad.
from Paul Bettany. Like, thank you for joining. Oh, by the way, did you see that thing with Civil War where it was like okay, we'll talk about that in a second. Anyway, Spider-Man Homecoming. We're gonna have a team up with Iron Man.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton was in talks to play villain, probably the Vulture maybe, because Birdman.
Oh, that would be awesome.
Or the Rhino. We just do what Paul Giamatti did.
I am the Rhino.
I am the Rhino. Oh, that was great. That was
good. That's so good.
They were
good.
Sinister Six. They were setting it up so hard.
I feel so bad for the Amazing Spider-Man franchise. Oh my god!
I actually didn't know this until like a few weeks ago, but it's still being made by Sony. It's just like supervised by Marvel, so that things won't go bad. And it
they're making the Venom movie still. I thought they dropped Sinister Six.
There's Spider-Man.
If
there's a Spider-Man in that universe, and we have not only like in 3 reboots in the last 10 years, but like 2 Spider-Man at the same time, who are the same Spider-Man. I'm not going to be able to deal with it.
So that's gonna be great. Yeah, Spider-Man Homecoming. That's gonna be cool. So what do you guys think about?
I was talking about the Venom movie, by the way. Before I'm really excited for Homecoming.
The Venom movie. Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
So if they're doing the Venom movie, they probably won't be doing the symbiote in Spider-Man, right? Or maybe they.
No, I mean, I think that would set up the Venom movie.
But the thing is, the Venom movie's not in the MCU.
But the Venom movie's,
Yeah, it is. I thought it was.
No, it's not. No.
Oh,
it's just made by Sony. That's why it's so weird, and it's probably just gonna drop off the face of the earth like Gambit.
Sony is acting like us. They make MBU videos, but then they make their own Marvel series at the same time.
Yeah.
Guilty as charged. Anywho. Next thing we got is the Civil War red carpet. That happened. There were some like interviews going on the red carpet. We also, the first reviews came out for Civil War in the past few weeks.
30 minutes of Spider-Man.
30 minutes of Spider-Man, apparently.
Well, 20 of Spider-Man, 10 of Peter.
Yeah.
And
I want to say some Peter.
Also, a lot more like clips. This is when they started pumping out all the TV spots. Civil War, hype train.
I don't know why they always do that. They have like 40 TV spots like every time.
I feel like they didn't do that for like the other Marvel movies. It's just for. I feel like for Civil War especially, they started the hype train early, man.
Yeah.
I haven't watched any of them except for the Last Donut one. That was hilarious.
What one?
When Chris Evans starts, like when Chris Evans and Robert Downey Jr. face off because Robert Downey Jr. took the last donut.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
If you gotta watch it. It's so good.
Have you seen the Iron Man meets the Iron Lady thing?
Yes, that was funny. That was great. Oh my god.
I don't think so.
He's like talking to the
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower.
Oh yeah.
He's like, oh, let's see what you got here. Lights shine on it. It's Iron Man. He's like, oh, wow. So, how do you think? What do you think they had to do? Like, how much effort do you think they had to go through to like set that up?
Might have been CGI.
Nah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it was. I mean, if it was, that'd actually make a lot more sense because that's like going to Mount Rushmore and putting lights on it. Could you imagine? There was no one. Could you imagine if Chris Evans goes to Mount Rushmore or like one of the American monuments?
Oh, that'd be so good.
Oh, that'd be.
They went to Singapore though.
Yeah, they did. It's gonna be great. Also, did you see that like one little video where Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, and Chris Evans are like, yeah, Team Iron Man, we challenge you to a push-up contest.
Oh yeah, and like Paul Bettany.
Then Paul Bettany comes back with, I appreciate the offer from Team Cap to do a push-up contest. How very adult. But before we do that, we're just gonna have to respectfully decline. But I'm just gonna look up in the Oxford English Dictionary, meathead. And he's like, oh, meathead. See Chris Evans or Anthony Mackie. Okay. All right. And he's just like, meathead. Oh, it was great. That was so good. Well done, Paul Bettany. Paul Bettany. He's like, he's one with the crew now.
Yeah.
Civil War hype train. Next episode of the podcast, we're gonna have a Civil War episode.
Yeah, I find it funny how he recorded like all his lines for Jarvis in the first movie in like 30 minutes, and now he's like a full-fledged member of the MCU.
Yeah. They grow up so fast. Same with like Scarlett Johansson. Scarlett Johansson like got her humble beginnings in Iron Man 2, and then they put her in Avengers. Then they shoved her a lot into Age of Ultron, and then before that they put her in. Man, Black Widow. They've really focused a lot on Black Widow in this universe, haven't they? And nothing on Hawkeye.
Come on, Hawkeye, get more screen time. Well, that's what Age of Ultron was for.
Yeah, that did not.
Dude, I am so happy they didn't kill him off.
I'm so mad they didn't kill him off. Wow. Not because I don't like Hawkeye. I think Hawkeye's a great character. It's just they set it up. It's just like, really, guys? Just as like a red herring so that we think.
I think they're just trying to pay fans back for Avengers 1, where they just turned him into a drone, and then he kind of fired a few arrows at aliens.
It's just a giant goob.
Yeah, basically.
So that's great.
Yeah.
Next news. We got some
Iron Fist.
Iron Fist set pics. Yeah.
It's just him in the street.
It's just him in the street, but the funny thing is though, like he's got like a first generation iPod. So it's like he's been away for like a day, and there.
He's been in Kunlun for ages.
He's been in Kunlun since like 2001.
Oh yeah,
so,
he's been there for a long time.
Iron Fist hype train. Now that
I like it how every Marvel show, Netflix show, the first set photos are just like them in the street. Them in the street, yeah. Like for both seasons of Daredevil.
You don't call them street heroes for nothing.
For Jessica Jones, the first picture was just like her and Luke Cage getting onto the motorcycle.
Yeah, and then the first photo of Luke Cage was him like in an alley.
Yeah.
With Claire or whatever.
Oh, she's gonna be
and Doctor Strange as well.
Doctor Strange.
Those pictures of him with straight pictures.
Street heroes.
I'm gonna laugh so hard if the first Spider-Man picture is just him in the street.
It's Peter Parker in the street.
Yeah, and then same with Defenders, just all of them just standing in the street.
Like the reason like Tobey Maguire was like in his penthouse in New York, like giving hand signs, showing hand signs to Benedict Cumberbatch, like while he's in the street, like do this, you know, like it's that's why he's doing like some of those hand signs look like Spider-Man like web shooter things.
Oh, speaking of Tobey Maguire, you know how DC's taking all the original Spider-Man cast practically?
Yeah, I forgot to mention that.
So what if they casted Tobey Maguire as Shazam?
Oh my god.
Honestly, think about it. Wouldn't that be great?
Shazam!
Because like when he was trying to spin the web, he was like, Shazam!
Oh yeah, he did.
Oh yeah! And then just like lightning
just
comes
think about it. Him in a Shazam outfit.
Shazam movie.
Oh god.
Tobey Maguire opposite The Rock.
No.
Like Tobey
Maguire fighting
versus The Rock.
Oh.
It would be like
take my money.
Tobey Maguire versus what was that other guy in Spider-Man 1? The really big buff
Man
guy?
Randy Savage.
Yeah, Nacho Man.
Boonsaw.
Yeah.
Alex, do your impression.
I got the give me a second. Wait. I'm the cream of the crop, brother. I got the tower of power, too sweet to be sour. Oh yeah, the bone saw.
I got you for 3 minutes of playtime.
3 minutes of playtime, brother. God rest his soul. Yes, I would pay to see that movie right away. And our last bit of news we have Jared is gonna be sad. Inhumans was removed from the 2019 schedule for the Marvel movies lineup to make room for Indiana Jones 5, which is made by Disney apparently. They haven't reorganized it.
Indiana Jones 5 better be good.
It's not going to be in Phase 3 altogether. Yeah, even though
I'm excited for Indiana Jones 5.
Oh yeah.
But
Inhumans.
Yeah, Inhumans. So
that's even.
I mean, they
more
weren't setting anything up with the movies. They were setting stuff up in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but
yeah, for like 2 seasons worth.
No one who just watches the movies would have any clue what's going on.
That's a good point. Because like, isn't one of the main characters an Inhuman basically? Like
yeah, in
Agents. Pretty sure Sky is.
I don't watch it.
In it.
I gotta catch up on that show.
I'm like
I don't watch
8 episodes into the first season when it first came out, and I just kind of stopped and never got back into it.
Yeah. I got 4 episodes in, and then I watched 1 recently, and that's all. Didn't really grab me again.
Because they've been going through like the Terrigen stuff like recently in the show, I think.
Yeah.
So
I should watch it because I'm doing that kind of stuff in my series, but no.
We'll see. I mean, this isn't going to be so it's not going to be in Phase 3 altogether. We'll see if it drops off the edge of the earth like Gambit, or if or maybe it's just the herald for Phase 4. Everyone dies in Phase 3 because everyone's contracts are up, and this is where the MCU goes.
And then all that's left are Inhumans.
Phase 4 does not look very bright for
What do you
Marvel.
mean?
I mean, I guess we don't really have anything on it yet. We don't have like any news, but like
it's gonna be like Spider-Man, Black Panther, and Miss Marvel, and then the Inhumans.
Yeah, because they're running out of A-listers.
And
if Cap dies, maybe like Bucky Barnes is Captain America, because he has like 9 movies left in his contract.
Yeah,
the thing is, how are they gonna top Infinity War? They don't.
Secret Wars.
Nope.
Hey,
that's when they combine the Fox universe.
Yourself.
That's when they get in the Fox universe.
Maybe.
X-Men
Honestly,
Infinity.
the only thing that could top it is
Galactus.
No.
Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah,
or
the Fear Itself storyline.
They're really Secret
That was
War.
pretty big.
I think the only thing bigger than Infinity War, I think, is Secret Wars. I don't think there's.
How big is Secret Wars though?
Secret Wars.
They can't really do Secret Wars.
I mean, new Secret Wars where they reset the universe.
But they can't do that.
Oh, and the funny thing is about the new Secret Wars, though, they get rid of the Fantastic Four pretty much, because like Thing and Human Torch are dead, and Reed Richards and Sue Storm and Frank Storm or Ben whatever their kids' names, they're off making universes after Secret Wars. So, you know.
Well, aren't they special?
They are. So that's basically Marvel's way of saying F you, F you Fox, give us our stuff back. In the comics. So,
Yeah.
I guess.
And the X-Men have been put to the side as well.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, speaking of comics, Alex, you know how mad I am? Okay.
How mad?
I just found out the day that Free Comic Book Day is.
You're gonna be going somewhere, mate.
Oh my god, I'm going to be on a choir trip all weekend.
Hey, when's Free Comic Day?
Oh, it's May 7th. But dude, seriously, my comic book store is having like double punches. Like if you fill up the punch card, you get like $50 towards it. They're having like a back issue sale. So all the back issues they haven't organized are $1 each. $1. I'm so mad.
Yo, just get like your parents or something.
I know my dad's gonna go, but I'm just gonna go cry.
Man, they're gonna have. I just realized they're gonna have a lot of stuff for Free Comic Book Day.
Alright, there's gonna be a Civil War II thing.
Civil War. They're gonna have Civil War II. They're gonna have like Rebirth, a bunch of Rebirth stuff.
Yeah, dude, I'm so
no,
hyped.
Rebirth doesn't really start until like late May.
Yeah, but dude, $2.99 comics. Bless the Lord.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes. What is it saying? Oh yeah, Phase 3. I just have like one little thing I want to say. I'm kind of worried because like the only A-listers they have now are in Phase 4, I guess, are gonna be
Spider-Man
and Black Panther. Though Marvel, I mean, before
Lucky.
before the movies, Captain America and Iron Man were B-listers, and now they're A-listers. So, Marvel, we'll see what they do with Captain Marvel. I think they can make Captain Marvel pretty popular, and we'll see what they do with. They might even do a third Ant-Man. I don't know. We'll see.
They probably will.
Yeah, they're making a second one. I forgot about that.
Q&A.
I mean, they're probably gonna make a trilogy for like every property they have. So, I mean,
I want an Iron Man 4.
All right.
Oh,
yeah.
Iron Man 4's more. Sorry, bro.
yeah, sure.
I'm afraid I might have to. Before we start a new segment, I'm afraid I might have to drop out.
Oh, can you just do this first question though?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. What's the first question?
Oh, okay. Sorry. Dynamic Bricks _studio asks,
Oh,
when
that
will the
one.
X-Men appear?
Okay, I'm not doing X-Men at the moment, but I have written 2 scripts. I started working on a 3rd script, and I mean Wolverine's appeared, but the rest of them, I'm not sure when I'll get to it. It depends on if we get a new person and they're interested in doing them, then I can palm them off to them.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Well, we were talking about if we get a new person, like
To do
they
what?
could do X-Men.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, me and Jack are developing a X-Men series.
Oh really?
Oh, sick.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh wow. This we did not know about this. The podcast
Breaking
exclusive.
news.
Well, yeah, it's breaking news.
No one in
Brick
the
Ranger-
MBU even knows about this.
Rick Ranger doing X-Men series.
You heard it
Breaking
here
news.
first.
Yes. All right.
Exclusive bit of news here.
Yeah.
You have to watch the whole podcast to get it.
Oh, yeah. You gotta be like.
Trudge through an hour and 10 minutes.
Jeez. An hour and 20 minutes.
All right.
Oh,
well,
dang.
All right. We'll make these next few quick. All right. All right. Later. Bye, Jared.
All right.
Bye.
Call _me_Jeb asks, are the Avengers going to enter more into the universe? It seems
Eternal Winter.
Yeah, it seems as if the main 616 universe in the MCU focus and gravitate around them. Not true. So why doesn't your universe follow the same problem or pattern? Thing is, the main the cinematic MCU.
We are not the MBU. I'm MCU.
The MCU, though, they're not like entirely about the Avengers, though. I mean, you could make an argument that like there are repercussions in the Netflix series and stuff like that are caused by the Avengers. But for the most part, I mean, yeah, the MCU is pretty Avengers centric, though probably after Infinity War it's not going to be. The MCU is not Avengers centric really at all. A lot of it's X-Men, a lot of it's Avengers, a lot of it's solo series. So it's not really like all Avengers stuff. And we're trying to be more like the 616 universe than the MCU. So that's why everyone's got, like, we got street heroes over here. The Ultron paradigm, which is going to be, we're going to try and get that done by the end of the year with a big finale and some more videos for the Ultron paradigm.
Yeah.
That's going to be Avengers. That's Avengers. So, you know. Avengers are going to be at the Eternal Winter also. We also had an idea for an Avengers Assemble series, but we'll see where that goes.
We did?
Yeah, it's in the universe doc.
Oh, I didn't see.
Did Winter Soldier kill JFK? You'll just have to see in
I don't
episode
know.
2 of Winter Soldier. Is Magneto the father of Scarlet Witch and Quicksilver and Polaris? Yeah.
I believe so.
Yeah. Does the Guardian series take place in the Andromeda series or Galaxy like the movie? Yeah, it does. Jeremy, why don't you have this next one?
What's the best and worst thing about Lego? Best, you can build whatever you want. Worst, you have to buy a lot of pieces to build whatever you want. I guess.
Licensed
And
properties are very expensive.
Oh, yes. Very much so. Just like the Star Wars Summer line. Every set is at least $20 overpriced.
Dude, breaks my heart.
I know. Captain Rex's ATE is so overpriced. Oh my god.
I can't. I really want
900 pieces, $120. I cried.
Ew.
Speaking of Austin speaking,
What?
why don't you take this next one if you have the doc open?
Oh, I do not, because I was never
Okay,
sent
I'll
the
just-
doc.
I'll just say it. C_R_R_hatsis. Who do you think are Rey's parents?
I really hope it's someone that we haven't seen before.
Obi-Wan Kenobi.
What? No, what? He's dead. Wait, he's a Force ghost. So, like, he probably died before she was born, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think it'd be really cool, though.
As Obi-Wan? Yeah, the Force ghost did it with someone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
just a Kenobi. It doesn't have to be Obi-Wan's daughter. Just
we don't. Well,
a Kenobi.
A Kenobi. Well, we just have Obi-Wan, and that's it.
Well, you never know what happened before his lover was killed.
Yeah, fair enough. But she's dead, so
True.
Unless she had like a secret baby, I guess. Rey's parents, I don't know. Luke Skywalker.
That's probably what it'll be.
But J.J. Abrams confirmed that her parents were not in Episode 7.
That's a good point. But wasn't there like another confirmation?
He followed up on it, and he was like, well, he just means she didn't know them in Episode 7. So
what? Han Solo. Okay, great.
Dude, I would love it. There's a really cool theory about Han Solo being a parent. Yeah. I love it. I don't know. It'd be awesome. It's basically like... So they had like a kid. He was being trained at the temple when Kylo Ren overthrew it, and like he couldn't bear to watch to kill her, and that's what was happening when like the person was stabbed. It kind of looked like he was about to attack Rey. Like Kylo Ren saves her almost.
Right.
And then because Han Solo and Leia always kind of give her like funny looks, almost. And there's theory like maybe like they had like another kid, but like they thought she died in the Jedi massacre.
Luke could have force wiped her mind.
Yeah, I know. And basically they're like, is that her? We had like I don't know. There are so many cool theories, but so many of them are not true, so it's hard to know. There's an awesome theory that the penguin on Gotham was going to be the Joker. That wasn't true.
Nah, dude. Final question by Joey is awesome. Oh, wait. Sam, are you still here?
Yes, I am still here.
Oh, my God. We forgot about you. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. Yeah.
Oh, I feel like a jerk. Right.
It hasn't been talking.
Do you have the doc
open? I'm sorry I've been talking.
It's fine, dude. It's your first time on the podcast. Do you have the doc open?
Yeah, I do.
Could you take the last question, please?
Okay.
Yay! Finish off the podcast strong.
All right. What character do you hope to see in the MCU? I actually don't know that many MCU guys. But.
I don't know. No. Squirrel Girl. When are we getting a Squirrel Girl Netflix?
Howard the Duck. I want Howard the Duck.
We need a Squirrel Girl.
Been in a movie.
Oh yeah, he was in the end of Guardians of the Galaxy. I forgot. Well, I want more Howard the Duck.
I think Howard the Duck already has like his own separate movie, right?
Yeah, but that's not in the MCU.
That's awful.
And that's made by George. It's a George Lucas film.
It is?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I don't think it's a Lucasfilm film, but it's like George Lucas wrote it or produced it. He did something on it. I think maybe directed. I don't know. That's actually the first Marvel movie that ever came out.
Yeah.
Howard
Great
the Duck.
start, guys.
Yeah.
Wait, have you read any of the new Howard the Duck comics?
No.
Like the one right before Secret Wars? Oh my god, it's so good. It's so funny.
Sure.
I love it. I think I sent a photo to the MP. It was like the MV chat. It was like the Space Comic-Con or something.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
And he was like a guy at a booth, and he's like, "This is the cosmic Rubik's Cube," like from the mantle of something. And he's like, "Does it do anything special, or is it just a normal Rubik's Cube?" "It's just a normal Rubik's Cube. I have to have it." Something like that. Comic-Cons in a nutshell.
When are we getting a Squirrel Girl Netflix series?
Oh, that'd be so good.
I think I heard like they're considering making like a Hawkeye Netflix series.
That'd be interesting.
I would die.
Jeremy Renner.
Great Lakes Avengers.
Yeah,
Great Lakes Avengers. Hawkeye leads the Great Lakes Avengers.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Confirmed.
No, we
Why
need
aren't
we need
why aren't we
series
writers
for
on
each
this
character.
series?
We need a whole Defenders kind of thing, but for Great Lakes Avengers.
Who else is on the Great Lakes Avengers? What other clowns are on the Great Lakes?
Oh, we could get Howard the Duck in there, maybe.
Great
I
Lakes
don't know.
Avengers. It's like like nobody knows anyone on the Great Lakes Avengers. I guess Deadpool's in there sometimes.
Deadpool Netflix series.
No.
Oh God.
Dude, nah. Great Lakes Avengers. We got Squirrel Girl. We got Mr. Fantastic.
Maybe.
What? Yeah, no, it takes place in Chicago. That'd be great. I really. All right, we need to have it now. Great Lakes Avengers. Great Lakes Avengers. Squirrel Girl, led by Hawkeye. Deadpool cameo. It's gonna be great. Speaking of great, this is the MBU podcast, which is pretty great. We should probably. That was not.
That was awful.
That was not one of my more quippy intros. Thanks again, everyone, for listening to the MBU podcast. Next week, or I guess next episode, is gonna be a Civil War talk. So that's gonna be fun. Hype train.
I'm gonna be gone on the car trip, but I'll see you Thursday night.
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
So thanks everyone once again for watching the MBU podcast, episode 9. Next episode is also episode 10. Wow, crazy. 10 episodes.
Dang.
I thought we'd just like be done with this. Everyone thought we'd just be done with this after like 2. Haha. Anyway.
Nope.
Yeah. So how many times have I said this now? Thanks again, everyone, for listening to the MBU podcast. Thanks again, Sam, for being the special guest. Even though we kind of forgot about you, I apologize. And we'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.
Goodbye.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks. Wow, Jeremy, great.